Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my
àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn Falana is just a noise maker. Okay, daddy ti pè ẹ jẹ́ ká pọ̀ wọ́n padà. Hello daddy. Hello sir.
Oh, fine. Hello?
Hello sir.
Yeah.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sir.
Hello, my sister.
Yes sir.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ sir, ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta sir. Hello sir.
Báwo ni?
Fine sir. Yes sir. Our lórí live chat ni sir. And mo mọ̀ bí ẹ ń wò wá, bí ẹ dẹ̀ wò wá. Anyway, nǹkan tí mo wá sọ ń pa ni daddy mi mọ̀ bí ẹ ń wò wá, mi dẹ̀ mọ̀ bí ẹ wò wá. But I'm like submission yín tá bá ṣe chat. And people are always saying, let's call our best caller to contribute. So daddy mi mọ̀ bí ẹ ń wò wá. Mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Bukki àti Falana. Then mo wá tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Elégùṣì tó wà nínú petition pé ṣe bóun ló yẹ kó protect Mohbad. Aṣá ti sọ̀rọ̀ generally, so daddy afẹ́kẹ́ bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sà nípa VDM àti Falana tó ṣe halẹ̀ tó wá bọ́ta tó sọ pé wọ́n threaten òun àtọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad tá à ń sọ lọ́wọ́ yìí náà. So ẹjọ́ afẹ́ contribution yín sà.
Okay. No, I've not been watching you, but let me make my own contribution. First, let's start with public opinion. Falana himself, son, has been an advocate of public, speaking, public presentation, and he holds public opinion in strong, terms. Falana came out at a time. Let me be picking it one by one.
Okay, sir. Take your time, sir.
He once called churches in Nigeria as business center, which is an opinion. That is like casting aspersion on men of God. Nobody calls him for that opinion. Falana in the past, on several issues, has asked government to ensure that justice are played fairly in order to move the nation forward. In one case, he accused lawyers like himself, of placing people who are rich above the law. And when you look at what medium is saying, is like twisting the law, in the case of Bukki law, twisting the law against the poor and only in favor of the rich, which Falana in the past also supports. I don't know of now. Let's look at cultural identity. There was a time that Professor Wole Soyinka, in one of his presentations, forget the past, forfeit the future, a nation seceding from humanity. Professor Wole Soyinka accused a man from Ife. What's the name of this man from Ife? This man that I've forgotten his name, of decapping the Minister of Justice. On your Filalori, Minister of Justice. The man, and they tried to make him a suspect in the criminal case. This man was cleared by the court, but he later became the secretary of APC. When he became the secretary of APC, Professor Wole Soyinka attacked him. And a man who removed the cap, just cap, he's not the one to panyo, who removed the cap, and he said the man should have known better that is against our culture to remove the cap of an elder And he said one thing led to another. So now let's go into our culture in the case of Bobrisky. What is Falz doing with Bobrisky? If Falana who claimed that if... Am I on, my sister?
Yes, you're on. Falana
who claimed that if APC sue Wole Soyinka for attacking omission, who became the secretary of the party, that if Falana will represent Soyinka free of charge because Soyinka contribution was also, just on the public issue. Kini Verydarkman, if not everything he has said in that video, if it is not a public contribution to an issue. If you choose to represent Soyinka for attacking a man who removed the cap, we are not talking about somebody sentenced to prison, but did not go to prison, and you want to hold Verydarkman, who is enlightening us on the manipulations that is going on, the corruption in the system. Let's leave that. Let's go to relationship with criminals. Because Bobrisky has been sentenced, and Falz was having conversation with him while in prison. When Sheikh Gumi had meeting with the bandit, in the opinion on Falana, he said Gumi should be arrested for having meetings with bandits. Can the Falz on somebody to in custody, to educate, don't call me next time. If you call me next time, I'm going to, don't you know the proper channel to go through? Why? It's in the fact. When Falz receives that message, a message that somebody will pay somebody to sleep in a special room in prison, why did they come out to enlighten Nigeria? The same Falana that is always an advocate of public opinion did not bring up that matter until Verydarkman exposed it. Let me tell you, when Nigeria Human Rights Commission at a time requested for the list of electoral offenders in Nigeria, in the position of Falana, he accused NBA itself, that NBA is suffering from self-inflicted destruction. That is the language he used. He said lawyers are now comfortable with large-scale corruption in the country because NBA was trying to be on the side of the government. That is his position. And the same Falana today is now shouting Verydarkman, ignoring Bobrisky, who accused Falana and Falz of corruption. Look at the body language. Look at the body language. Somebody is accusing you, and you are facing a whistleblower, somebody who blew the whistle. It's unfair. Falana at a time told us, Nigeria, that corruption will always fight back to protect some vested interests. And he said, mass organizations, he said other mass organizations, it's talking about all of us Nigerians, to stand and fight against corruption. So what is really the aim of Falz in standing up to fight against corruption, my sister? Let's look at the issue of even Wumi that you brought into this. My sister, go and look at Mr. Sam Falana cross-examination of Major Aliyu during Oputapane. You will see that every question that Falana asked Aliyu is the question that Falana should be asking Wumi today. You were asking the CDSO, CS. To MK Wabiola. But we are talking about the wife, who we should be asking about the food, the doctor that attended to her husband, everything today. In fact, in the Oputapane, do you know one question that Sam Falana asked that made me to wonder if it is the same Falana today? He asked Aliyu that, do you know a gynecologist, Yakasai, treated MK Wabiola? He's a gynecologist, so a gynecologist that is licensed, so. But because he's not in the position to treat MK Abiola, who had a swollen leg, we are now comparing that a wife are allowed to treat her own husband. And Falana is not saying that. The same Falana that asked that question. Do you know? Let me even tell you that to put a panic. Do you know who broke the news about MK Abiola's death? It is Susan Rice from America. That means that Falana knew something was fishy about that episode. Is it not the same thing on Mohbad? Why are they afraid of breaking the news from source? Why are they looking for bloggers to help them circulate wrong information about the death of Abiola? Do you know they told Abiola's family that he died of natural death? And they told him, even Clinton wrote to Nigerians to tell us that Abiola died of natural death. Why did Falana pick it up and went as far as querying the autopsy, use the autopsy to challenge even all the witnesses? Let me shock you, my sister, again. Do you know that in the reports by the international doctors, they claim that they spoke with all the witnesses, but they didn't speak with Dr. Ali. Another cross-examination, Ali confirmed that. Is it not the same thing we are telling Nigerians today? That all the witnesses, all the people in the house, that we're asking to you. My sister.
Sir?
Do you know that it became controversial when MK Abiola died to even know who was the chief security officer? From Mustafa to Ali. Today, they chased away Prime Boy, who was his friend, who was always protecting him. Even when Prime Boy said he wanted to come to the house to pick his bag, they told him stay away. And Oga Falana is not saying anything wrong in that. Do you know it's the same thing that Wumi is doing today is what Major Ali was doing during cross-examination? All the questions they asked him, the Falana asked him, he said he has forgotten everything, cannot remember. When you ask Wumi what happened when they were fighting, he said he was not there, he saw them this way. When you ask Maisi or what is their name, all of them, it's only this part I saw, I did not see this part, it is not the same thing. And you are saying we should not ask questions. You say we should not ask questions. Somebody wrote a petition to police when he was alive. Falana of yesterday. That petition is where Sam Falana will start his cross-examination from. He will start his query from there. That petition is where the origin of everything that we are going to. That is where it's supposed to start from. Do you know they gave MK Abiola tea? And Ali, the CSO, said he did not taste it. They even asked questions. Do you know the day they killed MK Abiola, the service chiefs were in Abuja. And Falana concluded that they knew that he would die that day. That's why all of them gathered. When Mohbad died, why come all the parties, the doctors, the AFA, the lawyers were in the house? Is it not similar to the death of MK Abiola? All service chiefs were present in Abuja the day MK Abiola, and they did not attend council of state meeting. They were not supposed to be present. All together. But all of them were together in Abuja the day MK Abiola died. Even the Papa way beyond the Peking, they there. And you are saying something is not wrong. And you are saying we should not ask questions. And the man who told us yesterday, when told your fila, Lori Eda, one link here, my mother. But I want to go and Lini, Niba Tokoku. I want to go to them, to want to lopati, to want to see everything, to want Baramoloju. Evidence here, one leg. You said we should not take them as suspects. My sister,
sir,
in the crime, what is the problem? What can anybody educate me? Can somebody wake us up? Where are the youth? Can somebody wake us up? People don't put you by any way. What are we talking about? Somebody is telling you, look at how the whole sand is moderating telling us that, do you know what happened? When that guy called my son now asked him, my son is now trying to tell him that don't do this thing again, it's the proper channel. Prison break. You have information about the leakage. That is a serious matter that should have been reported immediately. There's no ignorance in law. A criminal call you. What's the difference between that and somebody having a meeting with bandits? And he's even asking you, even Falz himself confirmed that he asked people on phone lowo when in your perfect lowo that's for special treatment. That means that you're already aware, it's already reported. What step did you take? And you are telling us today that is the VDM that is now playing the video, that is now the victim, is the one that you are going to charge to court. So the role that you play, is the that is why I don't know. Can't you not go? Can't go road? Can't pay me. Either go play lano. In their days, what go involve radio station? The same leaders that we're talking about today, under the guise of fighting for democracy, they took arms and invaded radio station during their own time. They faced the military, but they are not even military, they are civilians, and they are telling us that we cannot face them. And very low and to an official assignment, that's only there is no emotional attachment from CSO to the president when we are talking about wife and husband. And you are now telling us that the man to be on way. Oh, share. My sister, do you know the pain of losing a child? The loss of child is one of the most devastating experiences thing you really enjoy in life. A parent with deep hopes and dreams for their children. When you lose one, it's so unnatural that you're completely out of order. You will see intense grief. Intense grief. You will see guilt. You will see anger. You will see profound sorrow. And you will eventually you will even see it will affect your identity and purpose as a person. That's why you see Baba Mohbad is off and on at times. It's on. Baba has it long by me. And that is a man you now claim that, share has offended you. What kind of offense is that? A man that is grieving. This is unfair. It's uncalled for. Thank you, my sister.
Eshe Daddy, God bless you for always giving us a very good submission. Eshe Daddy me. Because at the end of the day, Daddy killer receipt petition yen. Nípa Elegushi, ẹjọ́ bá wa enlarge ibẹ̀ because I don't understand.
For every name mentioned in that petition, every name mentioned in that petition, and every name mentioned in that petition, to stop complaining about people talking about them. It's a public issue, People will talk about public issue. When there is a very strong suspicion, and for people who are highly placed, people who should be above board, people who are custodians of the tradition, people who should be a good example, a model to the society, and your name is on that kind of petition, and you will not go extra mile to clear your name. You are not fair to the tradition. Instead, you are looking at arresting people. One thing with that detention, once you come clean and even challenge the authorities to investigate the matter.
Thank you, sir.
And prosecute the matter. That's all. When people see you in the forefront of justice, we will now doubt you as a king. But when what you are after is that, sister, and to elephant lori, to one hand to kill. A king. A king. Step up. Wait, to shout most of the time. But when you see you for dragging, what that in a petition, and to what and to the petition, and the king cannot say, please, the authority, this matter must be investigated thoroughly. Rather, you are looking at people who are expressing their opinion, their feelings, their angers as the problem. They are not the problem. That is my position on that.
Thank you. Hey, sister, God bless you, sir. We appreciate you, sir. That was, sir.
Yes.
It's not about just ranting and talking. Abikinimo, you saw me by. Your name was mentioned in a petition. What is your responsibility as a king? Ta ló jẹ́ kó wà níwájú justice kó sọ pé ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọlọ́pàá Èkó gbogbo àwọn tó bá mọ̀ pa nǹkan tó pa bọ̀bọ́ Èdèkè gbé wá sí justice. But yet, ó fi ẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ bí Falana wọ́n pa làpálàpá kiri. Àwọn tó kọ orúkọ yín sí petition gbogbo orúkọ tó dá pé wọ́n síta kán wá answer orúkọ tó dá. Àwọn tó ń sọ nǹkan tó rí nínú petition àwọn lẹ ń lé kiri ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú dédé ikú gbóná ni gbogbo yín máa kú àfi tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pa kú tó pa Mohbad. Tẹ́ bá ní kí Mohbad bá yín gbé gbògi olóró tó dẹ̀ gbowó yín sá lọ ṣe bówó yín lẹ máa gbà. Àṣànà ti gbowó sá lọ ẹ tún pa. Mo ń sọ fún yín lẹ́ni owó jìbìtì owó drug owó 419 lèyàn máa gbé sá lọ tó máa lè bẹ́yẹn nǹkan tí Naira Sam Larry ṣe ń lé Mohbad kiri nìyẹn. Nǹkan tí Sam Larry ṣe ń lé Mohbad kiri nìyẹn. Tó sọ pé 2 million tó jẹ́ òun lòun fi ń lé kiri. It's a life from the pit of hell. Owó tó gbé sá lọ ló fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ and it is in millions of dollars. Falana tó ń jà fún justice ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo story ti Daddy something nípa MK Abiola àgbà tó kú. Gbogbo question tó jẹ́ kó máa bí Àṣànà lẹ́ni nìyẹn. Falana wá ń cover it up. Wọ́n ní petition yẹn ká ní Falana ti tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Ibi petition yẹn ló ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. But ó dákẹ́. Ẹ wá ń sọ fún mi pé Falana ó ń jà fẹ́tọ́ ìlú. Àbápò ẹ̀ ló ń jà fún. Àbójú wọn tó dàbí ìgbẹ́ ìjẹ̀dí tó tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn ló ń jà fún. Ọlọ́run á bí gbogbo yín. I don't trust anybody. Honestly. Mo sọ fún yín. Everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. When you see him putting his face out there, there's a reason for it. So don't bring out those emotional blackmail. And Falana tó ti jà fúnlu. Abẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó ní oníwíìgì darling kọ ilé ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń sọ lórí Arise TV enjoy. With all what my father had done to the country. Your father had not done anything but sabotage the country. Abẹ́ give emotional blackmail. Ọmọ ẹ̀ oníwíìgì darling yaki. Gbọ́ tó sọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn kìnìún ẹni. With what all my father had done for the country. What has your father done? Who give the freaking fucks about your father? Ọ̀nà mọ́kú. Ó sọ pé bàbá Mohbad ṣe kó má gbà kó má kí lawyer má jà fún. No, make it make sense. We get there. Adebe. Bikulo loko. Bitakutene. Adebe. We are not daft. We are not stupid. Elegushi. The case is in the public domain. I will not stop mentioning your name until you lead us to justice. You should be the frontline fighter of justice, Elegushi. And you should not be diverting justice, averting justice, all because of being influential. Your name was mentioned on the petition. The same Elele Bobrisky mentioned that gave him 20 million for him to be brought out, for charges to be dropped against him. And you youths, they are using you to fight each other. Favorite ní fẹ́ gbọ́ message wọ́n jà fún yín tí VDM bá stop láti jà fún yín nílùú yẹn. Mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa end yín. And we are not giving up, Falana. Even if you say you are not taking VDM to court, we still want to know, get to the bottom. Tani Bobrisky Fulowo, Tani Sanu ti Bobrisky in Daruko. We still need to know. We don't care if you are not going to court. Justice needs to be served. We say enough to this, all this godfatherism. Tani godfather. Is it the men in the corridor of power? Tani godfather. Exactly. 99.9% of the youth in Nigeria, they are gullible. They think from their backside. They don't think with their number 7.
Can I water, please?
You can imagine if VDM should stop today. Láti dá sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo yín. Wọ́n máa oppress yín tẹ́ máa fi kú ni. He's not begging you all to support him, but seeing you all insulting him, cursing him for doing what the police, for doing what your so-called silly yeye British are supposed to be doing. Etuwa bu e ma ṣépè fún. Wo bitter you all. Ẹ̀yin wèrè. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ lásán kejaja. Ẹ̀yin torí yín ó pé wọ́n gboro ma di yín lọ́wọ́ kú. Kí ni relationship tó wà láàrin Bukki àti Falana? Kí ni relationship tó wà láàrin Bukki àti Falz? Tó wá bọ́ta tó ní ọmọ òun ò gbà, ọmọ òun kọ́ ló pé o. Why is he speaking for his son? Let him come and speak for himself. Àwọn ìkà. Nigerian youth, you better think twice. Wo? Ẹ̀rí bó ṣe ṣe gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀rí bó ṣe ṣe gbogbo yín. They are exposing corruption in Nigeria system. You all are attacking the whistleblower and should take him to court. I hate seeing his face. Don't let him stay in court. The same thing, lo ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Okay, you said somebody is talking about you, bad about you. Any little thing, sing. Anybody about is on Nigeria. Go and arrest them. And lot you one day, you to know that and you lori buku. And so for me, it's freedom of speech. Thoughting depriving you from freedom of speech. All over the country, especially all these Europe countries, America, everywhere. They speak ill of their president. They speak ill of their celebrities. Nobody is taking anybody to lock up. Even if you want to charge them, you charge them to court. But in Nigeria of today, any little thing, they take you to prison to go and lock you up there. Depriving you from your rights as a citizen. And you youth, you are not seeing anything bad in it. Ko ikonyin ni se, a kon gbogbo yin. A kon gbogbo yin. They don't sleep. 24/7 they are on the internet. Agbelebu to gbele yin lowo niyen. That means you will not be able to concentrate. If VDM is saying anything, that is not our business. That is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria starts from somewhere. You start attacking it from somewhere. If VDM is fighting against injustice, they'll be saying, is that the problem of Nigeria? Go and fight the politicians. I'm disappointed in many of you. And unfortunately, many of these celebrities you are supporting, you are not speaking the truth because you are supporting them. They are enjoying their good life with their family. They won't think about you. Many of them, they send their children abroad. Many of them are relocating. They will not think about you. Along to they don't condemn. Sometimes when I'm in my closet, why VDM if you want to but tabani konjiya, I know what Tony Feton shit here. Tony there. Look at that woman at the airport. It will be first man, be airport man, and to represent society, to represent country. I will be drag the woman here publicly. In a same country, the man will be uniform at the bolong woman yensi. Koni shishemo o ma fisha ye pitoni. But kakakosebe. One not to arrest woman, want to buy passport. They are just oppressing you in Nigeria, and you don't see anything wrong in it. One only can on lost prison, all of funny special apartments. And so prison officer wago, also prison. Fine, it is inside the prison, but not an apartment. de rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ whistleblower ni gbogbo yín attack ẹ wá sọ pé yàn kan máa rí nǹkan lọ́la àwa bọ́tà sọ. You better go and think twice. Tinubu máa fi lo 8 years ẹ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó kó èèyàn gidi kan nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́, because all this your attitude and behaviors, even all these politicians, all these oppressing people, it is devastating, it is depressing, it is disappointing. Ẹni tí ò bá lówó kò lè gbégbé àlàáfíà ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹni tí ò bá lówó Akpi insulted Burna Boy. Burna Boy secretly arrested him. They locked him up. Why locking him up? He locked him up. He now updated. Somebody is missing. Why did you lock him up? Take him to court. They are just oppressing you all. And the next thing you see the youth, Akpi talk too much. That is why they are celebrities. They insult them. They talk to them. Akitoni celebrity. Blood runs inside them. That is the price you pay for being a celebrity. Everybody will say anything about you. That is the price you pay. But reverse is the case in Nigeria's situation. Any little thing about some celebrity, you go and arrest them to lock them up. Do you know the price all the celebrities pay? That is why they are different from us. Celebrity. Akwi said something about Burna Boy. Fine. Take him to court. Let the court decide. One day, 1 week in bed. 2 weeks in bed. Why are we doing that? And if somebody is coming out to fight for them, Emani, hey, where were you when he was insulting him? And you know she. Oh, my oppressing you, Kuni. Nobody can oppress me. Nobody can oppress me. I know my rights. But when I say Kuni, me take by justice in Mohbad ni. By justice in my deco, because Bala Yala Yantobano, won't fair mummy fucking. But there is she. I come into Nigeria, mo fẹ́ wá náwó síbẹ̀. Ẹ fẹ́ gbowó fún mi ni. Kó jẹ́ 1 naira mo ná síbẹ̀. Mo contribute to see development of the country ni. Ọba ní kí má deko. Ṣọba ò ya wèrè, ṣáyé ọba ò fẹ́ bàjẹ́. Àbólórí burúkú lọba ni. Wọ́n orúkọ ẹ̀ wà no petition ní kó má deko. Ṣó ya wèrè ni. Kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ wà ńbẹ̀? Tani ò bá need the justice for Mohbad. Gbogbo bí tán dé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wà. And I will prove it to you. Let's go there. Thank you so much for joining this chat. TikTok. I'm not gonna be for people asking me why you remember. Shall I remember Burna Boy came to the country few years ago. In the pub, in the club. Shall you remember? When he was asking one lady out, the lady came with her boyfriend. So Burna Boy was sending his men to go and call the guy. The lady told him that, no, I'm not interested. I came with my boyfriend. And the next thing, Burna Boy shoots. Shangoti to shoot Boboy and to salo. The next available flight, the Burna Boy take London joy. Nobody talked about that case up to today. But our fenu bulason, o wan ti won mole, and you can't then support it. Ohun to shoot eyan tori, lady yen sọ pé boyfriend òun ò dá lóhùn. Olon to si eyan ní club. Omo yo de die no. The lady said I came with my boyfriend. The next thing Burna Boy shoots boyfriend yen o salo. Shagbo nípa case yen mole ni. I'm sorry for you all. I am sorry. Exactly. If not for Verydarkman, Akpi will still be in prison today. Hello, ni Verydarkman only. Little to only lo fin sanwó fún lawyer to fin jà fáwọn people yìí. Kàkà kẹ́ máa celebrate kẹ́ máa support ẹ tún máa bu ẹ máa ṣépè fún ni. Mélòó náà àwọn yẹ̀yẹ́ British olórí burúkú yín. Èwo ló lè sọ pé lọ sí prison yín. Àbí ó lọ sọ pé ní problem tó máa lọ dúró fún yín. They don't even know you. They don't know you. They don't. When they want to put out their film, they come to you. They will be like, they love you, they like you. No, they are doing that just because you are the ones watching their films. But yes, they cannot fight for you. They cannot be there for you when you need them. They cannot be a voice for you. Because once in dodo, one is sododo, and to one sododo, and to one castigate just because of your favorite. Favorite in email, not to say that for him won't be. Sometimes, one of my friends will tell me, BJ, please, when I'm talking to her about Nigeria, she will say, BJ, please, don't talk to me about Nigeria. It's always giving me bad vibes. It's always no man depressed on Timbatimbo so Nigeria. They don't even know them. That is it. They don't know them. They don't. All what this celebrity are fighting for is their pocket. Continue. They don't know them, but yet, and if I will never, I don't say Timothy and film. I can never watch them. Because their life is not worthy of emulation. It is not. And we Falz in see. One day and we Bukki Agege, it is not allowed in Nigeria because we have culture. I beg me. Oh, they was shelling here. You are doing it, you are rubbing it to people's face. Wa go sit our fima oppress away. Any Falz in Bashore, any Falz in Petofe Muku no prison. Make it make sense. I want any celebrity. No, if Bati Bukki that in prison, one say that will fail. Almost 100 million. That was celebrity that from Bukki. Creator fi empower youth. They were Instagram. They support you. Many new you ni now. Many new ni share. One say fi empower you. One if you empower you. I want to my benefits. Like no empower. But yet you be fighting for them. It is very disappointing. Very disappointing, honestly. Very disappointing. If not for you all, they are nobody. So why can't they give it back to the society? Why can't they support injustice in the community? But you don't know, one for all like buying loju. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. Ṣé mo ti máa ń ronú nípa Naija ngba mi, ó máa ń bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́ gan o. Ó máa ń bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́. The fact that I'm not there. I don't have a family there. I don't have any family there, but I still feel sorry for them. Ipe ṣe bọ́n ṣe fẹ́ máa gbégbé ayé Nàìjíríà lọ ní ṣá. Ṣé bí nǹkan dẹ̀ ṣe máa rí lọ ní. Wọ́n lè po wọ́n protest ẹ̀. Àpò rice ti di 120,000 naira protest ẹ̀. Ẹ wá bọ́ sórí internet ẹ máa tọrọ owó kiri èpè ní máa gbé yín ṣẹ́. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn tèmi gidi gangan àwọn èèyàn gidi mi. Àwọn followers mi tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa tó kí ń jà kiri. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ orí Instagram yẹn. Ẹ wá máa tọrọ kiri olórí burúkú yín ṣọ̀pọ̀ ṣe kú yín. Ẹ máa tọrọ owó kiri. Protest epo on epo máa di 1,001 àbí 1,002 very soon. Protest ní society tó jẹ́ pé minimum wage tó pè ní 70,000 naira fún yín gan. Wọ́n tí máa fún yín. Kí lẹ fi ń kún? Ẹnìkan tí wọ́n ń jà fún ìlú ó ń jà fún yín. Ẹ tí wọ́n máa ṣépè fún ẹni. I hate this guy. I don't want to see his face. Àbólórí burúkú ni ṣó rí face yín gan. Ṣó ó rán yín ṣe yín. Ẹ tí ò mọ̀ bí yọ́n ń bóhun. Ẹ tí ò mọ̀ bí yọ́n ń bóhun. You see, they said petrol is 1,003 already. You can imagine. In a society that is not working, there is no job, there is no good road, nothing is working. Yes, everything in Nigeria has been inflated. Nínú tó ti ń ṣepo, make it make sense. Ìlú tí mo wà, United Kingdom, we don't make anything. We live on tax. We have the best of the best in this country. We don't produce anything. We live on tax. Nobody costs your tax, no. One mag benkule ni. One is so. And you all, you are enslaving yourself for all these yeye bitches that are supposed to be talking on your behalf. And they are not talking, they keep mute because what he do. And God raised somebody like VDM to be talking on you people's behalf. Yes, you'll be castigating him. You hate him so much just because he's putting out the truth out there. Ọlọ́run á bí gbogbo yín. Ọlọ́run á bí yín. Continue. Tiru VDM bá lóhùn ò ṣe mọ́. I don't know what will become of you. You, especially you poor people, you youth. I don't know what is going to become of you. If VDM should put his hand up today that he's not fighting for anybody again. Anybody, notice me. Have you all noticed that since VDM has been coming for people like all those yeye bitches? Have you noticed that? Notice where Bukki calm down. They've all calmed down. They go call LGBT for your mom. Look at that lady at Chumsi. You collected 1 million to advertise for somebody. At the end of the day, you did not return the money. You took the money within 2 days, but to return the money, you say your policy is 6 months to refund. 6 months come, you did not refund the money. You are saying, can't you leave 1 million for fine girl? Look at this same Bobrisky we are talking about. Somebody borrowed you 4 million. When it's time for you to return it, you started blackmailing him. Bobrisky to blackmail. And imagine in a same country, a one big Bobrisky towards Senton Sorrow as a point jealousy Bobrisky. Make it make sense. In your exposing, you know, exploitation and everything in Nigeria. You are saying unjealous Bobrisky. Sholori Brukuni. Emma Sorrow, me, Emma Sorrow, Bento Lokpolo. Emma Sorrow, Bento Sorrow from the back side. It's so sad, honestly. It is very, very sad. It is very, very sad. Very, very sad. But when don't show tonle, Timani, Mufema will come against her. I don't do it. I will never do it. I will never. Mare don't show to madeni. Itori po mo dislike any mo ni support. Mo le ma support her directly, but mama support in koton she. Eyan ma gbe sepe e ma se epe nla ni ko ma gbon ri olórí burúkú shop mo sepe Bobrisky a ma gobo wo síwájú yin báyìí ni my boyfriend baba ọkọ ohun sugar daddy ohun ó fún ní 10 million sin sugar daddy ohun wọ́n béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ ní FCC wọ́n ní what do you do for you to own a home of 450 million owó tó jẹ́ kan fi tọ́jú gbogbo yín kan fi tún lu ṣe wọ́n kó fún èyàn kan tó wo jẹ́ agege on serve sexual pleasure wọn ìyẹn lẹ́yìn tún support. It is so disappointing. Ẹni tí ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tó ń gbélé 450 million. Òun lẹ́yìn tún support lembu whistleblower. Àní ẹ pé Falana kí ni relationship òun àtọmọ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Bobrisky ìyẹn la fẹ́ gbọ́ kó má wá pé ajá lọ́bọ̀ fún wa kó má sọ pé wọ́n threaten òun ò rán VDM lọ sí prison òun ò gbé lọ sí court mọ́. Let's go there. Falana wàá tẹ́ wà fà tẹ́tẹ́ dì. Àwọn ìkà tó jẹ́ ṣe tí wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọmọ yín lè jẹ́ Mohbad ká má ti rí justice. Àbájọ wọn ní Falz kọrin pa àwọn gay ńgbà kan ó ti ń jọra wọn is looking like it now. Ó ti ń jọra wọn gbogbo ẹ̀ ti ń look gbogbo ẹ̀ ti ń yé gbogbo wa. Àwọn wọ́n ti sọ Nàìjíríà di Sodom and Gomorrah tán. Ẹ wá ní kọ́lọ́run tún lu yẹn ṣe ìwà yín gan lẹ́ máa Ọlọ́run ti ṣe tiẹ̀. It is now left to us. Nigeria yẹn ó kù sọ́wọ́ èmi àti ẹ. Ẹ lè máa ṣe kíní kan kẹ́ máa ní kórè ọ̀fẹ́ máa pọ̀ sí kò possible. Ẹ lè máa wùwà báyìí kẹ́ni kọ́lọ́run gbàdúrà yín. Ọlọ́run ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá ràn yàn lọ́wọ́. Èèyàn ló máa ń rán síyàn. Ọlọ́run ti rán VDM sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ fẹ́ ìjọ tí VDM bá dákẹ́. Ẹ ráwọn celebrity airport to calm down because some people they will be exposed. All of them they dislike VDM. Because they know he will cast them. Oh, my trashing one. Oh, my trashing one. And those are the ones you are celebrating. I'm not telling you not to love your favorite. But when it comes to justice and not being oppressed by all these oppressors, you come together as youth. Show your grievances to them. Let the government know what you're angry about. Evil, support. Oh, my chef Nilo. Oh, my chef Nilo. It is well. It is so unfortunate. I want supporter at me. Ọlọ́run tẹ́ ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run bá mi dúró tì yín. Ọlọ́run bá mi dúró tì yín. Ọlọ́run ṣọ̀nà yín dáadáa. Ọlọ́run ṣọ̀nà yín dáadáa. Ẹ rà àánú gbà. Àbí kò yín because I don't even know what to say. I don't know. You left the whistleblower. You left the accuser. And attack you whistleblower. The same thing they are doing with this justice for Mohbad. The same thing they are doing in this justice for Mohbad. You left the prime suspects. You are attacking the witnesses. You left prime suspects. You are attacking witnesses. Make it make sense in the same country where homicide, in a country, in a place of homicide, You left witnesses. You are attacking. You left, you know, suspect, prime suspect, according to Riyomi, prime suspect. You left prime suspect. You are attacking witnesses. You are arresting witnesses. I don't get it. They will do it now. If I want you to go, I want to obstruct justice. Verydarkman that demanded for DNA. If it's because many of you are not educated. If you are educated, you will know that DNA is part of justice. DNA is part of investigation. What is the motive behind this boy's death? What is the motive behind the killers? Is it the money? Is it the child? Is it the property? Is it the boyfriend? Is it something? They have to check everywhere. And when they are investigating a case of homicide, they are not sentimental. They are not emotional. They don't put anything in place. They don't think about age 10. I don't want to talk about Nigeria again. Let's see what is happening. With that, we can pray. Let's continue to pray. But it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. On the mama chef fún yín lọ ni tó máa fi bag gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ pátápátá. On my chef fún yín ni because one pé instead of you to attack them, you're always attacking each other. You're attacking each other. Hey, bó ṣe máa ṣe yín ni. Instead of you to attack them, to come for them, to make them be, let them, let them be accountability for what they are doing. No. Look at what VDM did 2 days ago. He called out Wike. He said, Wike, you are the minister of Abuja. Go and look at the main road in Abuja. And you cannot tell me they have not been awarded contract and money for that road. The road is the worst road. The road is just opposite the Senate House or something. Yes, they should be accountable. Thank you. They should be accountable. But no, you are not holding them accountable. Yes. Look at last week. Davido and Wizkid. They were fighting. Look at them celebrating. And what we read. Yeah, I'm team Davido. I'm team Omokekere Medinda. Omokekere toti shori toti lalubarika. Wonja. Te ba le dasi. E petu si wonu komaja. E be sini e wa gbagbe ibi to pa yin. E gbagbe epo. E gbagbe gbogbo nkan to ṣẹlẹ̀. E wa n cax cross fún Wizkid àti Davido toti shori re. Tí wọ́n wọ́n ò lè jìyà mọ́. En ronu ni en youth abajo Buhari tiri yin tan tó fi pè yín lazy youth. Ó tiri yin tó fi pè yín lazy youth. And I just go on that IG sometimes and I read comments, I'm like, Ibola fi humanity wasi. That's okay. Oni tó bá kọ wájú sí yín kẹ́ pa, tó bá kẹ́yìn sí yín kẹ́ pa. Tó bá kọ ẹ̀yin nìkan kẹ́ tí ó gbàrà yín pa. Mo dúpẹ́ èmi ti kúrò ní òṣì, mo ti kúrò ní ìyà. Kò lè worst títí nílùú ìmọ̀. Kò lè worst. Kò lè worst. And this is the place all these politicians will run to when everything happens. Wọ́n fi ẹ̀yin sílẹ̀ nínú ìyà yẹn. Ẹ bá mi náwó sọ́mọ wọn kan tó ń school Nigeria. No. Gbogbo epo tí gbogbo yín sọ pé wọ́n yìí. Gbogbo wọn ní storage nínú ilé wọn tepo yẹn wà ní àtàwọn olówó àtàwọn celebrity tá ń sọ yìí. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń sunkún pé wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé kẹjọ pọwọ́pọ̀. Ẹ máa attack àwọn tó ń gbèjà yín. Gbogbo wọn lọmọ wọn kàwé lóyìnbó, gbogbo wọn lọmọ wọn ṣe ní lóyìnbó. Ẹ̀yin yóò tán wá kọjú yín síra yín. Ẹ máa attack ẹni tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni tó fẹ́ jà fún yín. Ìjọ lẹ fẹ́ ṣe dà. We need to sit down and think. And think.